Is it that time again? Let me check. Yeah, it's time. And it's a real shame because those shows were so good that they actually helped get me the Motion Maker badge, which sadly doesn't mean anything anymore since I don't really do anything on Dailymotion anymore. Speaking of Dailymotion, I will be doing videos on Dailymotion until after my 10th anniversary special on that website, which will occur in the spring of next year. And it will be different from this year's YouTube anniversary. And then also, when it comes to Vimeo, I will be holding my 5th anniversary special there next year. And then another anniversary special we'll be celebrating here on the DIFA channels, which will be the WordPress anniversary. Yes, for those that don't know, which you all probably wouldn't know, I've been a member with WordPress for 5 years. And it actually dates all the way back to my college days where I was in a digital video class and we were required to create our own WordPress websites for our professor to keep track on our projects. And this is where ideas like Heartless Winter were born from. Sure, I got other ideas from there as well. Speaking of those ideas, one of those projects is definitely going to make a comeback, and it's going to be part of the anniversary block. As for what it is, you're all just going to have to wait. Who knows, maybe I'll post the script on the website ahead of time. As for that earlier prototype, it's still on the Death Blaster X channel along with my Eric Waters channel on Vimeo, and it should still be on the Deathflame Excel channel on Dailymotion as well. So if you want to see that involves my 2X video partners, the Video Punk and the Timinator, go right on ahead. I'll leave a link for you down below in the description. Now, speaking of the scripts here, I plan on turning them into audiobooks as well. I'm trying to work out a deal with Audible here to try and get these turned into audio novels. And no, Bear Rim Shot, it's not because of the money, it's because I fucking feel like it. Why keep these to myself? In fact, why do you keep your scripts to yourself? What are you trying to hide? After all, you like to make bold assumptions about me and other users, and you even admit that you yourself like to do some dirty business. You fucking sicko. So if you can tell the public that, why can't you show your scripts to everyone? Huh? Also, now, for our last topic, we're going to go over what's the whole deal between me and Bear Rimshot and the whole controversy surrounding the whole casual classical thing, along with that tribute I made in that series. Well, what happened was, some people would think that I left due to creative differences, which is only part of the truth. The whole story is I was actually fired due to some disagreements I had with Bear Rimshot's other partners. This includes a user by the name of Physics Werewolf, who just couldn't stand my ideas for the show. She completely threw a huge fit at Teddy once after the jokes I'd thrown in the latest episode of Teddy TV. And no, those pilots are not canon within the series. Now, the thing is, the most controversial thing about that episode was the whole Barack Obama joke, along with calling 2 users in that episode gay, along with a memorial tribute that I post throughout the entire episode, if you've watched the full version. Yeah, for people that haven't noticed, there are minor differences between the separated version and the full version. You can go watch that for yourself. So anyway, what people couldn't stand most was basically the Barack Obama joke, simply because of how sexist it was. What are you angry at me for, ladies? I can't help it if you're cheating on your spouse or significant other with the former president of America. Oh, and stop giving him some real change. Also, not only that, the reason they mostly hated it, other than the whole sexist label, was because of the fact that it was making a mockery out of their beloved president. And that's the whole point. Who said I ever liked the Obama administration? None of my comrades do. And we still don't. Not that we're fans of Trump either. But the thing is, another reason why I was fired from the series was because of the memorial tribute I made involving a dear old friend named Colin Wyckoff, also known as Kitty0706, who died just around the time that episode 2 of Teddy TV was in production. Now, what everybody didn't like about the tribute was the fact that not only did it take a lot of runtime within the episode itself, they also felt it had no meaning within the episode, along with it was considered contradictory because I previously refused to do a tribute for another user. The main reason originally why I put this tribute up instead was because of the fact that I originally put in a very inappropriate joke, which was considered to be even more sexist than the Barack Obama one. However, Bear Rimshot rejected that version of the episode for obvious reasons, fearing that it would alienate his female fan base. Now, how it originally went was, it was a picture of a Caucasian blonde woman from F-Zero, basically acting very skanky. And it was not really supposed to make a mockery out of anything sexual. Well, it was just supposed to make a mockery out of Bear Rimshot's reaction at the end of part 1. So because I couldn't use it, I was forced to use something else. And I really did not want to leave that space open, so I had to think of something. So I figured, hey, I always wanted to do that tribute for my long-gone friend anyway, so why not here? I didn't think anybody would mind. And surprisingly, a lot of dumb shits did. And like I said to Johnny, go tie yourselves in a knot. However, I did promise everybody that I wasn't going to do that tribute again when episode 3 came along. However, nobody believed me. And my question for you is, why wouldn't you? Because I don't see what's the reason of doing a tribute for somebody who died in 2 episodes in a row. I believe once is just enough. But then you're probably going to say, oh, then what was with that tribute in Fester's Second Quest episode 2? Well, that was to make up for the previous time. And I feel like I actually did a good job with that attempt, so I figured that's the last. Yeah, you're not going to see any more tributes for that guy for a long time from now. if ever again. And then another thing why I was fired was because Bear Rimshot felt I was being very prejudicial towards his fan base because of the whole mockery that I made out of two users that he respected, named Animat and Huey Toonmore. Well, the thing is, for Animat, I was just joking that time. I don't think he's actually gay. As for Huey Toonmore, the same cannot be said for him. And yes, Huey Toonmore, you know why. Do not lie. And just saying that you have a girlfriend doesn't make any difference, because you're just admitting that you're bi. Now, speaking of Animat, though, actually, I'll get to that a little later. Another reason for my departure on Teddy TV was my salary, because originally I was getting paid for the series. And truth be told, I actually did get paid for episode 1. However, I didn't receive payment for episode 2. And it's for 2 reasons, really. One is the obvious, the controversy surrounding the episode. Sure, part 1 was good, however, but Physics Werewolf did complain about that, along with the part that I didn't give her enough time to make the title card for episode 2. Well, this is where you need to take into account that we were on a strict deadline, remember? So if you couldn't fulfill your part of the bargain, why should I not fulfill mine